everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to read for Aries now, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the June 15th to June 30th period. It's been a very transformative time. Lots of energy coming from the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. You might be feeling like everything is shifting and changing, Aries. And let's see what guidance we have for mid-month to the end of June. As I'm shuffling, the Star card and the Two of Pentacles keeps coming up, which says to me, Aries, it's time to have faith in the decisions you're making about moving forward in a new path, okay? Right off the top, I'm feeling like you are starting something new and you need to have faith that your dreams can come true, Aries. Yeah, you need to heal from something. There was the Two of Pentacles again. You need to heal from something. I saw the Six of Swords. This is going to be a beautiful reading, I can tell already. Okay, let's get started here with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for mid-month to the end of the month, June. Aries, something new is coming in for you, okay, my friends? You are challenged by something in the realm of feeling. There is something challenging you with respect to your heart, my Aries friends. You are, yeah, you want something. You are desiring something. That Star card. You are desiring something in the way of love, marriage, maybe some relationship you're desiring. You're looking for an emerging sense of emotion. You want to connect the dots when it comes to love. Okay, Aries, love, 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 love. Now, this Knight of Cups, my dear Aries friend, is Scorpio energy. So, you know, think about that. But I don't know if that resonates for you. That might be a placement that you hold for yourself. Now, what is the process that my dear Aries is on? High Priestess. So you're coming online with your intuition, Aries. My dear friend, you are starting to understand something about who you are on an intuitive level, okay? So it's like your intuition is screaming at you, but your heart wants something. So I wonder if these are the same things. Is your intuition telling you that it's the time for a relationship? Or is your intuition telling you that it's not time yet for a relationship? It may be time for you to develop that relationship with yourself first. That's the sense I'm getting. Now, what is the truth behind this Knight of Cups? Temperance. This showed up for Capricorn as well in a different position. So the truth behind your desire for a relationship is not now. Be patient. Patience, my dear, dear Aries. Now, Temperance is a Sagittarius energy, which is a fire sign like you. But, you know, you need to tap into this idea of being present in the now, tapping into this intuition and letting the emotions flow. This might not be the time to initiate a relationship with another person, Aries. It's time to tap into this relationship with yourself. It's all about you right now, Aries. You need to tap into that. Now, the action you are being directed to take with respect to this process you're on of the High Priestess, of tapping into your intuition, that process, the action is the King of Rods, which is beautiful because the King of Rods is really an energy that can connect the vision that you have to the external world. You can generate change. You can be impulsive a little bit when it comes to that fiery nature of yourself to evolve again and again and redefine yourself and generate change. This is not the energy of a relationship. This is the energy of work that you need to do with yourself. And you need to be patient with this need you have to be in a union with someone because it's not time. And so it's like, I feel like guided to advise you to just accept that and focus on something else right now, because the more you focus on wanting a relationship, the energy you're putting off is wanting, which becomes an impediment to anything else. It's a very strong energy, wanting. It's a low vibration of feeling not enough. And that energy is just going to keep sending you experiences that validate that feeling of not having enough. So it's time to switch gears, Aries. It's time to switch gears completely and tap into your intuition and the spiritual side of yourself that can manifest any lines you want to create between the dots on the page. So it's a very powerful energy, but it certainly isn't one that suggests it's time to be in a romantic relationship. I'm sorry to be the bearer of that, but I'm also not sorry, because what lies before you is something very powerful here that will lead you to so much more than just oh, I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be in a relationship with yourself, with your higher self. That's huge. That's the relationship you need to be in right now. Now, dead in the center, see, we see the death card in reverse, which Capricorn got in a different position as well. So, you know, you are undergoing a rebirth. This isn't the time to enter into a relationship. It's like going shopping for clothes right before you start a massive new shift in your diet. It doesn't make sense. Your body's going to change when you finish that regime. Why go buy clothes now? You're going to be a new person. It's not the time to start a relationship. Even though you may want to, the relationship you need to start is with yourself, Aries. This is very clear to me. It's not the time to enter into a union with another person. And if this is resonating for you, don't come for me in the comments. Go for this. Don't come for me. Go for this energy that's lying within you, that wants to transform and wants to use your intuition and your really creative, passionate, fiery energy to create something new. It's like it's the desire that you have. It's like it's caged up, but you need to just embrace it fully, because it's going to blast through any blocks that you may be feeling. But it's almost like right now you're just like, but I want to be in a relationship. I'm lonely. I understand the feeling of loneliness, but trust me, the feeling of loneliness isn't there to make you feel lonely. Ironically, that feeling is there to make you feel like wanting to strive for the connection with your higher self, not with the external world, interestingly enough. Right? The feeling of feeling lonely is almost a trigger to get you to understand the truth about how we're all connected, and that all you need to do is tap into this high priestess energy and be patient with the desire you have for a new relationship, because you've got some work to do to manifest this whole new vision that you have. You're going to generate some change here because you're going through a rebirth, but it's challenging you because you're focused on it's almost like you've got your attention on the commercial instead of the movie. You know what I mean? Or it's like you're focusing in on one of the characters in the movie instead of seeing the whole point of this movie that you're watching and participating in. Now, let's get some card clarifications on these puppies. Okay, let's look at this Knight of Cups. I really feel strongly that this Knight of Cups in reverse is saying it's not time for a relationship. And we see here what comes out. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, so you will get the good news that you want about a relationship. It's just not time yet. This Knight of Cups is going to come in with an offer, but not now. It's not time. You're going to get what you need, not me. And I see the World card as I cut the deck. And again, the Six of Swords, which I saw earlier. So that says that you need to heal first. It's not the time to jump into a relationship right now. What about this High Priestess? What is she here to say other than tapping in? Yeah, we see the Four of Swords, which is a time of deep, deep reflection. This person is not dead. They are thinking. They are in meditation. They are contemplating. They are understanding truths. They are withdrawing. It's got a really hermit vibe energy to it, to me, even though it's a Libra energy. It's same sort of thing. You're really focusing on understanding things on a mental level. You're going to separate the ego from the true self. You're going to get clear here that when you tap into your intuition, you're going to get some clarity, my dear Aries friends. Now, what about this King of Rods, which is the action being suggested for that? Oh, we got two cards. One flew on the floor. Oh my God, look who's back. The King of Wands. Who is the King of Rods? Same thing. Rods, Wands, same deal. So double, and we got the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man suggests that you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to get something far, far, far greater. So you don't see that sacrifice is going to lead to anything good right now. You're still hanging on to it, but just release it, Aries. Release it. And trust that this is all for what is the highest best for you, you know. What about this Temperance card? Oh, thank you. That was fast. Okay, we see again a 5 card, which is a truth. So again, we need to face the truth about something here. You are leveling up. You are starting to get online with your intuition here, Aries, and it's time to see it. It's time to see it and stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Just be present in it. Be temperate. Be patient. Trying to understand it in solitude, in a meditative sort of state where you're not involving a whole bunch of people around you to understand this. You're understanding this. It's between you and you, Aries, you and your higher self. It's not time to involve anyone in this. Now, what about this Death card in reverse here for Aries? How can we help them? Okay, we see it. So there it is. I mean, it's a new time. You see the Fool card that's very auspicious. You have options. We have that next to the Seven of Cups. So this is going to lead, this rebirth, you're focused on one cup. There's actually 7, which is beautiful because the 7 is all about choices. It's time to look at choices and be authentic. When you see the 7 of Cups, it's time to make a decision about your emotional options, knowing what is waiting for you inside each of those cups. You've got to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to rely on your intuition. No big surprise considering what we're seeing in this reading. And the Fool really says you're starting your self-discovery path, and it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Pick an option, spin that Wheel of Fortune. I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune hasn't shown up. And that knowing that this need that you feel to have a relationship with someone in the external world is really just like your higher self saying it's time to have a relationship with yourself, because we are about to start an adventure. This is beautiful. Allow this change to come in, Aries. Allow it. Allow it. Stop focusing on wanting a relationship and focus on the relationship you have with yourself, my dear, dear Aries. Now, how can we guide? What words of encouragement do we have here for Aries as they traverse this intuitive pathway? Oh, we see illumination. So, you know, as you release, you will have truth. As you release, truth will be illuminated to you. You will start to understand things in a new way. This card is like a beautiful, spooky dawn, right? It's a very unfamiliar dawning day for you, Aries, and it's time to just step into it, right? Step into it and use your intuition to help you. Use your intuition. What else will help, Aries? Thank you. We've got 2 cards here. Transformation and protection. So yeah, you are transforming. You are stepping into becoming, we've got the Fool, we've got the Death card, you know, 2 Kings of Wands. I think it's really clear. It's time to trust your intuition. You are transforming into a new cycle of your life, and you need to protect it. It's sacred. This journey is sacred. This is not the time to be really interacting too much with the external world, my dear Aries friend. And it's time to really take that fire and that spark that dwells within you and channel it and really tap into your intuition and not worry about that external world. Understand the truth about yourself. Understand the truth that you may have gone through struggles in order to level up. Your attention is required on yourself right now, my dear Aries friend. Okay, let's cut this deck for a final word of encouragement for Aries as they go through this transformation where a lot of truth is going to illuminate to them, but they need to be processing it in solitude. Between 2 worlds makes sense. You really are between 2 worlds right now, Aries. You are crossing into a new cycle of your life. It's not the time to attach to anyone because you're going to be a new person soon. We've got transformation. We've got between 2 worlds. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer to me here. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me. If this reading has resonated for you and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description below, and I'm taking reading requests now. So thank you so much for joining me, Aries. Lots of love and light.